On my section here, I'm going to go ahead and go over some mileage reports and inspections. So a lot of us probably know about your mileage reporting and how that works, being able to get your mileage and move on a vehicle basis. So that's what you can see here in the top right corner. You have a bus, you have the miles for the day, and then it shows it total ignition hours, all that good stuff. So beyond that, you can see that there's the whole vehicle list when you pull it, and then you have your dates, your mileage, all that stuff there. We can see like 106 and 107 at the bottom right there has more miles than the other buses, which then you can differentiate and see which ones are being utilized more, which ones are being utilized less, and you can predict different types of issues that could happen with a vehicle from being used. Or if that's the perfect usage, that's what you're staying into, and then you can use different buses for different things. So like 100, 101, you can start using those two, or you can basically use more on those and move from there. Once we get over to time and attendance though, you have a whole different image, and the image goes from mileage per vehicle to mileage per vehicle by the job type. So I have several customers that do this, which would be when the driver logs in, they are making their job type either AM or PM, like in this example, but then you have also job type of SPED, regular ed, field trip, trainee, so on and so forth. That's what you will break out the mileage in that way. So the use case that I have here is for the 100-day reports. But we can also use these for different COVID signals moving forward too. So if there's certain things from the government coming down, you could have it where a job type is this type of COVID job type, and then it has a different type of abbreviation. And what that would then do is either send it to your payroll for different types of pay, if they're getting like hazard pay or whatever like that, or it can be for even district notice that this bus is doing something during the COVID, and you want to differentiate that from your SPED, regular ed miles, so on and so forth there as well. From this page, all you have to do is go into your TAA, you go to your reporting, and it's mileage by job type, which is about halfway down the reporting list. And this is how you can branch out your mileage. Let's say that you haven't turned on TAA all the way, or you haven't been using your job types as much. You can always have one of your CSMs work with you to help you out to get those things set up the way you're looking for and moving forward with those miles. So like if you look at this example of 135, it says job type AM and PM. The AM route is doing 91.44 miles and the PM route's doing 91.63 miles. So this might be important to see, is there a difference in your miles between the AM or PM or between your SPED and regular ed for the job type that day? So you can have 10 different job types happen in one day, and it will keep breaking out the mileage. And then on the right side over there, you will see that there's 183 miles total for the vehicle just for that day. So between that HTML5 and TA reporting, you have your kind of simplistic miles on HTML5, which is your main platform. And then on TAA, you can branch those out. You can get more data to be able to give to different reports. So the next thing that I have here is your tablets and using your inspection setups. So one thing I know that we will have to start doing is sanitization and student checks and wiping down seats, disinfecting rails, all that stuff here. So what you can do with your tablets is create a new group in your inspection list. And when you do that, you can see on the top where I was setting this up, I made a new group, I named it, and then I put in different items into the group. So I added 2 different items here since student check is already something you have to do anyways on the bus. And I put this into a post-trip inspection. So the driver sees this as they're doing their post-trip and they have it where they have to pass this. This is a requirement when I set up that item, and then they can push on to the post-trip. And then from there, you'll pull your reports, and the reports will show which drivers are wiping down their seats, disinfecting railings, and overall keeping the bus safe for your precious cargo.